Na gut, fragen wir sie.
So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
Klingt einfach aus der
Well, to be honest,
Ja,
Ich hab mir
I
extra
didn't really want
Gläser.
to tell you about it like that.
kein Bock.
I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too. Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Her.
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma.
Ja gut, im
leukemia,
Englischen vielleicht.
sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so
Halbes Jahr noch.
yeah. Not awfully long.
Is there anything...
They've tried.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I.
Also du nimmst das locker
We're gonna
eigentlich.
talk about something else.
Halbwegs. Weißt du,
Halbwegs.
So halbwegs locker, wie man in so einer Situation sein kann, wenn du weißt, dass du im halben Jahr sterben wirst.
Allerdings frage ich mich gerade, woher sie ihre Affinität zum Tod, ob sie die schon vorher hatte, weil ganz ehrlich, die Poster, die sie da gezeichnet hat oder die sie da aufgehangen hat in ihrem jetzigen Zimmer und wie sie über Krebskrankheiten, als ob das Frauen wären, redet.
Aber weißt du, wann sie diese Einstellung da entwickelt hat? Das weiß man ja nicht.
Ja, deswegen frage ich mich ja gerade, ob das schon vorher war oder ob sie das jetzt erst gemacht hat, seitdem sie das mit dem Krebs gewusst hat, weil dann ist das eine ziemlich plötzliche Charakterwendung ein bisschen.
Ja, aber es ist auch ein ziemlich krasses Ereignis. Das kann dich schon umwerfen und verändern.
Ey, sie hat vor, anscheinend jemanden zu ermorden, würde ich mal ganz spontan vermuten. Also ich glaube nicht, dass sie, wenn sie jemanden so hier sucht, den sie nicht kennt, der irgendwas Schlimmes getan hat, will sie nur mit ihm reden. Das wäre ja... Das wäre...
Vielleicht sucht sie ja den nächsten Parasiten.
Oh, sie ist auf unserer Seite. Ha!
Sie ist
Wenn
auf
dann
jeden
ist
Fall-
sie die Königin der Parasiten.
Na, gegen uns ist sie ja... Gegen uns ist die ja... Oh Gott, oh Gott. Du
Versuch's
weißt,
mit,
was ich
versuch's mit deutscher Sprache.
sage. Mit Deutsch?
Ja.
Gegen uns ist sie ja nicht. Finde ich jetzt, also...
Ja, und dann am Ende... Dann hatten wir den Korkenzieher irgendwo stecken.
Ja, da stehen wir wieder auf, wissen und dann haben wir den Korkenzieher irgendwo rein.
Weißt du, es hat nicht nur Vorteile, unsterblich zu sein. Wenn ich an Planescape Torment erinnern darf, wenn du von einem Monster aufgefressen und verdaut wirst, dann ist es ziemlich egal, ob du danach wieder aufstehen könntest. Verdaut geht das sehr schwer.
Ich glaube nicht. Ja, egal. Mach weiter. Komm.
Verbrennen gilt dasselbe. Du erwähnst einen Freund. Erzähl mir etwas über ihn.
You mentioned a
Ich
boyfriend.
mag's.
Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name's Jack. He's dead.
Sehr gut.
Oh.
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
And I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
Wie hat er das aufgenommen? Bilder an der Wand gemacht? War er ein Künstler? Wie ist er gestorben?
Das würde mich interessieren.
Ja, machen wir die logische Reihenfolge, würde ich sagen. Also erst kennengelernt, dann gestorben und dann vielleicht den Rest.
Jo.
Tell me how you two met.
Oh, we knew each other for like forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made for each other. A perfect match. I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else. You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels. I guess I've been very lucky.
Die Kopfanimation sieht so blöd aus manchmal.
Ja, stimmt.
Ja.
Also ein bisschen wie so ein Huhn.
Mhm. Ich meine, man kann doch einfach nur so ein bisschen seitlich bewegen, aber ich meine, wie ist er gestorben?
How did he die? How did he die?
I'll get to that, Miss Ashworth. Let me just tell you more about him first, so you could understand what happened.
Oh, wir müssen andere Sachen zuerst fragen. Na gut. Dann fragen wir erstmal nach dem Krebs.
Ja,
How
machen
did he
wir
take
noch
the
einen
news
runter.
about your cancer?
Klingt gut.
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. Then he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. But it was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. Begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. But I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all
Er
the
ist am
time.
Ort, wo nichts zum Herumgeschaber
That's
zu
why I
sein.
didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
Naja, also wenn meine Freundin wünscht, dass ich sterben würde, dass das keine Chance wäre, dann würde ich aber auch am Rad drehen. Nein.
Da flippt man eigentlich schon aus, vor allem bei einem wirklichen Liebespärchen.
Jack made those pictures on your wall. Was he an artist?
He always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really. We had that in common, amongst other things.
Also war es schon immer ihr Ding.
People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or watch sad films, but I never felt that way.
And yet, you are scared of fog?
Oh, that's different. I might be scared of fog, but I like spiders. They're beautiful.
You must be out of your mind, Mitzi.
No, honestly,
Aber auch
there's
nicht
a
sehen.
certain indescribable beauty in sadness. Just like there's beauty in the grey and ugly winter morning when you look past the obvious and notice what others can't see.
You must love my apartment then. It's like ugly took a vacation here and never went home again.
Jetzt, die Logik kann ich nachvollziehen, absolut.
How did he die?
Ach ja, so böse ist sie gar nicht.
How did Jack die?
It was so distant in the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly, but it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him. There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions. Everything, really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide.
War klar.
Or rather,
Yep.
he found him. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you. To listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death. He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea,
Krass.
to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved. All thanks to the eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course. He just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, and he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn, 5 in the morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was.
Ach, und das dürfen wir jetzt nachspielen, oder wie?
Special place. It was already bright. We used to go there in the past. Drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But to us there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, jetzt spielen wir sie. Die Reaktion ist ziemlich über, das stimmt. Allerdings, Soundeffekt. Allerdings, wenn ein Pärchen sich von vornherein so sehr mit Tod und Traurigkeit beschäftigt, dann sind die für sowas meiner Meinung nach auch viel anfälliger.
Ja, und empfänglicher einfach.
Mhm. Der Soundeffekt, wenn er sich immer wieder wiederholt, ist irgendwie blöd.
Aber es ist trotzdem, keine Ahnung, ich hätte es vielleicht noch mehr verstehen können, wenn er es getan hätte, nachdem seine Freundin gestorben ist, aber noch davor und ihn noch das aufzuerlegen.
Giftiges und entflammbares Gas im Auto, okay.
Das ist, keine Ahnung.
Da waren Zettel an den Autofenstern, fragen wir mal danach.
There were signs on the car windows.
Warning signs, yeah. I found on that forum that the Eye of Adam doesn't want any accidental deaths. So we posted this poster design for people to print. It turns out there's a whole sick ideology behind it. Fumes from the car could hurt anyone who opens the door, and that's not the point. The idea is to die willingly and with clear mind, to prepare for it, to embrace it.
Jesus. You'd think the police would investigate the whole thing. Sounds almost like a sect.
This guy knows how to hide. The police can't be bothered to make an effort. It took me 3 months to track him down. Now I'm finally so close. I can almost smell that fucker.
Ich kann ihre Motivation sehr stark verstehen.
Also erschüttert mich gerade nur so ein bisschen, dass sie hat 3 Monate gebraucht, um diesen Kerl zu finden. Wow. Polizei gibt sich 3 Monate lang nicht mal die Mühe, das auch zu machen. Und das ist ja nicht das erste Mal wahrscheinlich, dass das passiert ist.
Aber die Frage, ist sie ein Parasit, weil sie das jetzt machen will?
Nein. Die Frage ist sie ein Parasit einfach nur, weil sie uns momentan versucht, sich anzunähern? Das war die Beschreibung der Madenkönigin. Jeder, der versucht, mit uns gut Freund zu sein, möchte uns im Endeffekt umbringen. Von daher, wenn die uns zu nahe kommt, dann hoffe ich habe wieder meinen Streitkolben in der Hand.
Nein, nicht unbedingt. Ja, stimmt.
How strong is that gas?
Extremely deadly, it turns out. It kills in minutes. It's that stinky stuff that smells like rotten eggs, you know? At high concentrations, it can knock down an elephant.
Wurden wir in der Schule auch vorgewarnt. Soll man kein Silo betreten mit solchen Gasen drin, ansonsten ist man sofort weg, ohne dass man es merkt.
I'm so sorry. I think
Und
now I
das sagt jeder, der sich
understand.
irgendwie
He
freundlich uns
loved you so
gegenüber
much. He couldn't bear the
Hey.
thought of living without you.
Genau,
And
misstrauisch.
that guy,
auch irgendwie
the
recht.
Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know
Hat
I
schon wieder
would.
irgendwie eine
I'm not sure
Hintergrund
if I should believe that you only want to talk to him.
von ihr.
But hey, that's none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me. You know, the funny part is that he actually told me where he lives. He wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying and psychological cruelty. Those who are clever enough say don't feed the troll. Don't talk to them. It only makes it worse if you show any interest in them at all. You wouldn't believe me at first. He's a hungry troll who wants to devour as many hearts as he can get a hold of. I emailed him and told him I was a massive fan who loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first. But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
What do you mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
Great. I wish he'd
Echt
given you his
nichts,
door
die
number,
er
though.
Tode mit hat.
It's all a part of
What
some
else?
sick game he's playing. Sooner or later, I'll find him.
Na gut, muss man sein Spiel mitspielen, um ihn zu finden. Gut, was sind diese zwei chemischen Produkte, damit wir es für später im Spiel wissen, wenn wir Leute umbringen wollen?
What are those two chemical products?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to know that.
I get it. You don't want to tell me because I'm a fucking suicidal maniac. Is that it?
No, Miss Ashworth.
Ich überlege gerade,
didn't mean
welche
it like that.
Chemikalien es sein können.
Okay. Maybe to some extent. Just replace maniac with victim and fucking with recovering. You've only just come back from the hospital. Whatever it was that made you do it, you proved you are capable of going through with it. I don't know you long enough to tell you if you're completely over it now. And the last thing I want is to give you stupid ideas. It would be just like what the Eye of Adam does.
Habe ich die ganze
I
Zeit aber
would
einfach
never forgive
Chlorgas
myself
gemixt.
if anything happened to you because of me. I mean,
Glaube ich nicht so kompliziert.
how could I?
Ja, aber das wurde gerade von Schwefelstoff, irgendeinem Gas gesprochen. Und ich kann mich gerade nicht entsinnen, welche Chemikalien im normalen Haushalt Schwefel enthalten. Also Schwefelgas. Ja, nee, Schwefelgas. Es ging um Schwefelgas gerade eben.
Boah, okay. Da könnte ich ja gerade auch nichts zu sagen.
Also zumindest bin ich mir jetzt ziemlich sicher,
Ich
dass es
habe
eben
mich allerdings
Schwefelgas
damit
war.
auch noch nicht wirklich beschäftigt. Das sollte man wohl mal dazu sagen.
Ja, das sollten wir auch nicht tun.
Nicht unbedingt.
Lektion, Gesellen sterben ist nichts für mich. Die sterben wollen, finden immer einen Weg, es zu tun. Ja, aber das will ich nicht sagen. Nee. Das würde ich sagen. Muss nicht sein. Bin kein Fan von.
I've learnt my lesson. Dying is not for me.
I'd really like to believe you, Miss Ashworth. But I will need you to promise me that you will never try this method.
All right. I can promise you that I will never try this method. Or any other method for that matter. Been there, done that. Didn't enjoy it much. Do you believe me now?
Yeah, I think I do. Good. I'm glad you said that, you know.
Kling.
The recipe for this deadly cocktail is very simple. Any good housewife can make it in
Ja,
a
ist wieder
glass.
da.
Alive! Jesus is reborn!
Mit Augen.
Okay, also Unsterblichkeit Part 2 Experiment geglückt. Wir hatten zwar sowieso nicht viel Auswahl mit der Knarre zu dem Zeitpunkt, aber bin begeistert. So, gut. Also, logische Konsequenz. Wir dürfen das Haus jetzt nach diesen Chemikalien absuchen, um die beiden Insassen zu töten.